Why unpredictable partners feel addictive. Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller, and there's a behavioral experiment involving pigeons that explains more about modern dating than most relationship books ever will. In one cage, a pigeon presses a lever. Every time it presses, food comes out. Predictable, reliable. In another cage, a pigeon presses a lever, but food only comes out sometimes, maybe every 10th press, maybe every 20th. No pattern. When the predictable food stops, the first pigeon quickly gives up. When the unpredictable food stops, the second pigeon keeps pressing and pressing and pressing. Why? Because intermittent reinforcement creates the strongest behavioral persistence known in psychology. This is the same mechanism behind slot machines, and it shows up in relationships more than people realize. In modern dating, some partners operate on a similar pattern. They provide intense attention, chemistry, validation, excitement, then suddenly they withdraw. Silence, distance, coldness. Just when the connection feels lost, a small dose returns. A text, a compliment, a night together, and then withdrawal again. That cycle creates something powerful. It doesn't create love, it creates pursuit. Dopamine spikes not when we receive guaranteed reward, but when we might receive one. Uncertainty increases anticipation. Anticipation increases dopamine. Dopamine feels like excitement, obsession, intensity, chemistry. But chemically speaking, this is closer to a gambling response than a secure bond. Intermittent reinforcement deepens fixation, not stability. Now compare that with a steady partner, someone who is emotionally available, reliable, predictable, consistent. From a nervous system standpoint, that lowers cortisol, stabilizes attachment, creates safety. But to someone conditioned to volatility, that stability can feel flat, not because it lacks value, but because the nervous system has learned to equate unpredictability with emotional intensity. Intensity gets mistaken for compatibility. Anxiety gets mistaken for passion. Uncertainty gets mistaken for This dynamic is especially powerful for people with anxious attachment. When affection is withdrawn, their system activates. What did I do wrong? How do I get it back? I need to fix this. The unpredictable partner becomes the lever. The occasional text becomes the pellet. And the cycle strengthens. Meanwhile, the emotionally unavailable partner may not even be consciously manipulating. They may simply crave connection at distance and withdraw when intimacy increases. The result feels electric, but electricity is not security. This dynamic is not gender exclusive. Anyone can become hooked on intermittent reinforcement. Anyone can confuse dopamine spikes with destiny. The issue isn't morality, it's nervous system literacy. When someone becomes conditioned to unpredictable attention, they may lose attraction to steady partners. Not because steady partners lack strength, but because steady partners don't activate volatility. Over time, this distorts mate selection. The very traits that predict long-term stability, reliability, emotional availability, consistency are misinterpreted as lack of spark. And the traits that predict instability, unpredictability, distance, sporadic validation feel magnetic. That's not romance, that's conditioning. Here's the question to ask yourself. When you feel intense, pulled toward someone who is inconsistent, is this connection or is this conditioning? A slot machine is thrilling, but no one builds a life with a slot machine. Understanding this doesn't suppress desire. It protects you from mistaking addiction for love, because stability may not spike dopamine, but it builds a life.